What is up, everyone? Welcome back to our channel. My name is Andre, the host of our channel, and today I am responding to a comment that many of you guys have left in the comment section below, since I do read them all, surprise, surprise, and I do respond to them all, as you guys have realized at this point. And if you haven't, then that means you haven't left the comment. So I encourage you to leave a comment below on your thoughts about any video. If you have any ideas for me on this channel, please let me know. I do love reading them all, and I absolutely respond to them all too. So today we are responding to a comment that was widely spread by many people who view our channel and also have DM me on Instagram. Thank you guys for tuning in. We are about to take the big wing, the big wang off of the ACR Viper, and that means we are going to do something with speed, because as you guys have seen in previous videos, that wing slows us down on top speed. We are going to do a test today, so stay tuned while I take this wing off. Many of you guys have asked me how difficult is it to take the wing off. I'm about to show you how easy it is to take it off. So this video is in correspondence to a previous video we did, which you will find in the description below. I'm not going to tell you exactly what we're going to be doing, because I want you to keep watching until we get to that part of the video. You guys are in for a treat. It's going to be a fun video with a lot of speed, a lot of noise, and a lot of nitrous. So stay tuned. I'm going to take the swing off. We're going to get right to it. All right, guys? Before we go anywhere, anytime I do a speed test, it's very important I check my tire pressure all around and make sure that my tires are what they're supposed to be at. Front should be at about 34 PSI, and this shows 33, close enough, not bad. It'll heat up 1 or 2 PSI as we're driving, so that's 34 PSI. Book wants my front to be at 34, and it wants my rear to be at 29. So this one's at 33 as well, as you guys can see. Perfect. That'll heat up 1 more PSI, as I just mentioned. And the rear over here, behind driver's side, looks like we are at about 28.5. Oh, that's also perfect. We're supposed to be at 29, so that's looking good. We're gonna check the rear passenger side. Like that voice crack again. I don't know why my voice is cracking so much lately, but it is. You go to the doctor, they'll say I have COVID or some bullshit. But anyway, that's 28.5 there as well. So looks like tire pressure is good. We're safe. I did check all of the lug nuts. They're all torqued to 105 pounds, so that's good. That's where we need it at. And also, so anytime I go out driving or racing or doing high-speed pulls or racetrack, it's really, really important to check your tire pressure, as you guys just saw I did. And it's also very important to check your lug nuts on your wheels, because sometimes over the course of time, they could become a little bit less torqued, and you want them to be torqued to your car specification. On my car, I torqued them to 105 foot-pounds of torque, and this here is what you call a torque wrench. This is one from Snap-on, and what this does is it makes sure that you set your gauge right over there. As you can see, 105 foot-pounds of torque. This particular torque wrench is good for, it says here, 40 to 250 foot-pound torque. This will measure the foot-pound of torque that these lug nuts right over here are torqued to. And how do you know once it's done? Let me show you guys. It makes a clicking noise once you're at your proper torquing specification. So check this out. So you plug it on, and that clicking noise means that, of course, you're supposed to go in a star pattern, but I just did these, so that clicking noise means that those lug nuts are torqued to 105 foot-pound of torque. So you got to make sure they're all on tight. So I just did the other 3 tires. Want to show you guys what that sounds like. Very, very important we keep safe, guys. This is what can happen if, you know, you're going fast and your tire flies off because you were being negligent and not checking your torque on your lug nuts. So do that on all tires. It's always a good practice. It takes no more than 2-3 minutes to go around the entire car, and it'll help save your life, literally. We're gonna take the wing off now, and we are going to show you how easy that is to do. Tire pressure is good, wing is coming off, tires, lug nuts are torqued. We're good. Let's go rock and roll. This thing's coming off. All right, so as you guys know, I respond to all of my comments, and I like to poll the supporters of this channel and on my Instagram quite a bit about my car and what we should do next. One of the polls that we recently had was about the wings, and as you guys can tell, we have two wings on the car now. We have this one down over here, if you want to call it a duck bill, if you want to call it a lip, if you want to call it a spoiler. I don't know what you want to call it these days, but there are 1,000 names out there. And we also have the traditional ACR big wang on the back. So this was the actual one that won the polling. I know many of you guys said, oh, it looks too abrupt, it's not really for the street, it's for the track. Keep the big one on when you go to the track, keep the small one on when you're just driving around the city. If you want to go for high speed, keep nothing on, it looks more simple and subtle. Well, it is an ACR and it is an ACR Extreme, so I don't think the subtle look is exactly what we're going for here. But needless to say, I think it looks phenomenal this way. Whenever I do cast these types of polls and I poll the audience, I really go in there and I count each one of your guys' suggestions and I read all of your comments. So next time I have a poll on something, please make sure you cast your vote and encourage your friends to watch the video and cast their vote too, so we can get majority votes. We had like, I don't know, over 800 total votes. And this one here, this combination here took the cake for the winning vote. So I'm gonna run with it for a while. I think it looks phenomenal. And I've gotten a lot of positive feedback on this as well. So we're gonna take this wing off right now because we're gonna do a high speed pull. Contrary to obvious tests that we've done, the big wing really does screw up our top speed. So we're gonna take that off right now and we're gonna see what we can do out there. All right, let's pop this trunk open. Look at that, the toolbox is already open, ready to go. And the nitrous is actually heating up right now because we're going to be using that. It's very important that we get this thing heated. I think actually it's not heating up. Now it's heating up because the heater is now on. We got to get that pressure up to the right pressure so we can use it appropriately. But anyway, back to the wing. So the wing is held on by this bolt over here and this nut right over here. There's the same thing on the other side over there. As you guys can see, I screwed up my rear window tint and my vinyl at the racetrack with EMELIA the other day, but it's okay, it was fun. We're gonna get this fixed in no time. APX will take care of that just in no time. So thank you boys for always hooking me up over there. And we're gonna take this wing off right now. Look how easy this is to do. Oh, by the way, they made this logo for me too, APX did. So if you have any customization needs, call them. They get really creative. This was red and ugly. Now it's matching my car because, you know, 2 colors is my thing, 3 is a crowd. So here it is. All right, just gotta kind of undo this guy. That comes out. This one comes out. And then we do the same on that side and the whole wing comes off, so watch this. All right, you guys wanna see some magic? Now you see it. Voila, now you don't. All right, so we've taken the wing off. Here's how it looks without the wing, guys. Check it out. Look at that. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? I like how this wing complements the line right over here on the taillights. Look at that. It's like the perfect complement. All right, you guys, so it looks like my bottle pressure is about ready. It's between 900 and 1,000 PSI, which is where I like it. It's my sweet spot. Obviously, as you use the nitrous, the pressure decreases in the bottle, but you always want to keep it over 900 so you get a consistent stream of nitrous. Now, for those of you guys that haven't figured out what I'm going to do yet, we are going to go to the same spot in Mexico City that we're at last time when we did the speed test with wing versus without wing. The same spot we did nitrous versus no nitrous. Now, we are doing a nitrous test without the wing. I don't recall what the mile per hour was with nitrous with the wing. So I know a lot of you loyal supporters of this channel have watched that video countless times and it is a great video. So I highly encourage you to watch that video. It will be in the description below. I'm going to put both in the description below. It'll say top speed test wing versus no wing, and it'll say top speed test nitrous versus no nitrous. But remember, the nitrous versus no nitrous video had the wing on. Today we're doing the experiments without the wing with nitrous, so it should be pretty damn fast. I have no idea what it's going to get up to. I don't remember what it was with nitrous with the wing on, but please comment below if you do remember. Show me that you guys are loyal subscribers and that you watch all the videos, because when we have an announcement soon for a giveaway, it will require some good watch time for you to win the giveaway. So make sure you guys watch the video entirely. Anyway, let's get back to business here, guys. If you're new to the channel, we do cool stuff like science experiments, we do racing other cars, we do drifts, we do donuts, we go to the racetrack, we do DIY fix-it stuff. So if you break something on your car, you could probably come to our channel and learn how to fix it. We do oil changes, maintenance stuff, tire changes. I show you guys everything behind the scenes, what happens with me and this car on our channel. So please subscribe to the channel. I'm sure you guys will not be let down with the content that we provide, and I like to interact with all of my viewers and supporters, so please make sure you comment in the description below. I love to interact and respond to all your comments. So we don't just go hooning around and act like a bunch of buffoons in the city, although we do that sometimes, but that's not all we do on this channel. So it's a nice variety, I think, and I've gotten some good feedback, and I hope you guys leave your feedback below. So let's get back to business, let's get to driving, and I'm going to give you guys the Nitrous no wing run that you guys all have been waiting for. So let's make it happen, guys. The freeway out in Mexico City is pretty open. I'm gonna go 75 miles an hour and hit it at the same spot. Make sure the nitrous is good. Yep, we got a nice stream of nitrous coming out. Third gear pull, 75 miles an hour. Third gear. I don't see any FERRARI up there. The Mexican police is not here today. That's good. They don't usually mind us anyway, but it's always good to double check. You know, you don't want to disrespect these good people out here. They let us have our fun here in Mexico. This part of Mexico, they actually have the street signs in English for some reason. I haven't figured it out yet, but one day I'll ask. 75 miles an hour, let's go. At the third light post, we're gonna hit it.
And we say bye-bye.
That felt really strong. The car felt really good. Held up all the way through. Everything looks good on my gauges. Nothing out of the ordinary, but man, that thing picked up. Holy shit. I hope the audio was worth its while, because that was pretty wild. My nitrous bottle pressure seemed to deplete quite a bit. Look over it, we lost about 200 PSI. We had about 1100 actually. It dropped down to about 900, which is quite the substantial drop, and that's why I always say you've got to have your bottle pressure above your desired marker before you hit it, only because it's going to drop so much, especially when you're going through third, fourth, and fifth gear all the way throughout. That was pretty awesome. The car felt great.
Daughter could see this.
Is she into cars too? And
can you imagine Nora seeing it?
The nitrous button is on the shift knob, as you can see, the little red button on the shifter.
I had mine on the shifter.
Yeah.
And then I had one, it was here.
Oh wow, no way.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's on the shift knob.
Pretty good for me.
And yours was stick shift too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, sweet,
I had two.
Sweet.
So, but I could do it from just behind the steering wheel.
So she used to have nitrous on her car.
I did.
Yeah, she used to race her car too. That's pretty awesome. That is awesome.
Nissan Sentra.
Yep.
It was cool.
Yep. Those were cool. Those were awesome 4-cylinder. You know.
Yes.
Right. Those were quick.
I could get that thing to go. You'd be amazed.
They had good.
Would have kicked my ass.
Would have been a nice race. Would have been fun. Would have been fun.
Yeah, you would have left me in the dust. But, oh my God, this is amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
This is beautiful.
Thank you.
Really.
Thank you. Thank you. So Diane and I were just at CVS chatting, and she told, how did they come up with conversation?
I have no...
Oh, you went to Germany. Yeah, you went to Germany. You were at Nuremberg, and I was like, wait a sec.
We went to Nuremberg.
And I was like, wait a sec. I've been to Nuremberg, and it's right there. How cool. So Diane told me to come check out her trunk. And I thought maybe just maybe, we're gonna see some nitrous tanks in the back of her truck. But it looks like she has a sick ass system in her car. Look how cool this is. Wow. Two 10-inch subs with
Two 10-inch
four
subs.
breather holes back here. Wow.
And the battery for it is right here.
No
so
way.
it runs off its own battery.
Oh my God,
Has its
look
own
at
amp.
her. Hey mom, if you're watching this, we need to deck your car out like this because you have an SUV and you need to get yourself hooked up with one of these. That is the coolest. Wow.
So, yeah.
All right, you guys, that was a lot of fun. The car felt really stable, top speeds. A lot of you guys said don't do it because the rear end's gonna get shaky. The car felt extremely stable. It wasn't exactly dead dry with the wind, but as you guys saw, we kept it safe. I didn't want to see any Mexican police out there, no FERRARI out there. So I waited a good 15 to 20 minutes until I saw an open stretch with no traffic or any obstructions in the way, and we went for it. So it was a very, very good run. The car felt very stable. I'm very happy with the reaction of the car. Lots of times when you're doing a top speed pull and doing a full load with nitrous. Excuse me?
Racing car.
Yes, yes it is.
Beautiful.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
I subscribed to your YouTube.
Oh, you did, thank you. She subscribed to our YouTube. That's how cool is that? So I'm sure she's gonna be watching this vlog. Okay, so here's the situation. If the car went, this is my opinion. You guys have your opinion and leave your opinions in the comments below. That's why the comment section is there so you guys can write your opinions. If the car went 3 or 4 mile per hour faster on the top end, in my opinion, it's worth it to take the wing off for roll racing events. The reason why I say that is because that little margin is what could make all the difference in a neck-to-neck race. And I'll give you an example. So the most recent race that we had was in the last vlog against DANRUE, and Dan's car is very fast. He has an 875 wheel horsepower GTR, and as you guys saw, versus this 875 wheel horsepower Viper, the difference was between shifts. Dan says it was a tie. Dan says it was even. I think he's being a gentleman and being very humble. But in my realist opinion, I lost that race. Why did I lose that race? Because every time we went for a shift, he would jump forward about a fender on me, not even a bumper on me. And what does that translate to? That translates to 3 or 4 miles per hour on the top speed that you lose because of that wing. Now also keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, I have that little duck bill on the back of my car. That too creates downforce. Obviously not as much as that huge wing that's back there on the ACR, but it still does create some wind drag. Now without that wing, I think the car may have gone about 182, 183, because it really does make a difference, especially at top speeds. So if you take the old video in the speed, I don't know what it was, I forgot what it was, so make sure you go watch that and come back and comment on this. If it was 3 or 4 mile per hour, it's safe to add on 2 or 3 miles per hour on top of that. That's your true speed without the wing. If I were to go race Dan again and our cars right on the hit were dead even, every time we shifted and got into gear, he jumped and hung there. Every time we shifted again, he jumped a little more and he hung there. The reason why is because on a GTR's transmission, it shifts on the dot. On this transmission, or any manual transmission, you don't get that instant shift. So there is no delay of time between his shifts, so he doesn't lose any time or speed while he's shifting between 2, 3, 4, and 5th gear. For us, we lose that margin of a second, right? Obviously, we're well aware that modern day automatic transmissions like GTRs, like, you know, oftentimes you see some of those higher end BMWs or those Mercedes or Ferraris and Lamborghinis, they all have those really fast shifting paddle shifters. Now, they have the edge over us because they don't have that marginal time lapse between shifts. They just keep going. And the best example is the last race with Dan. So if you guys haven't seen that race, make sure you watch that race. It's the last video. At the end of this vlog, when those little screens pop up that you guys never click on, it's that one on the top left side. The most recent video, watch that video and you guys will see how close the race was. And on every shift that we had, he would nudge forward a little bit. So in my opinion, he won that race. Fair enough. But if I had those 3 or 4 mile per hour, we would be ahead of him on the hit and he would have to pull us back in, and that would make for a cool race. So Dan, I know you're watching this, let's run them. I got my bottles, you got your bottles, let's do it. And I also know you're gonna be modifying your car soon, so don't do it after you mod your car. I want a before and after comparison. So slide into my DM, hit me up, shoot me a text, give me a call, let's get this thing going. And for you guys that are watching, comment below and let me know if you guys want to see me race Dan without my wing on my car. I think he'd be up for it. I know he'll be up for it. But you guys could be all the difference makers. So DM him on Instagram. It's DANRUE. That is his Instagram. DM him and say, hey, go race Andre with the Viper. And he wants to race you without his wings. So help push him to do it. I know he'll be up for it anyway because he's a down guy. But yeah, let's make it happen. Other than that, hope you guys enjoy the vlog. Make sure you subscribe, comment, like, and share with your friends. Oh, and also, we're going to be doing giveaways pretty soon. And you guys have to watch the entire vlog because it's not just pick a name and give something away. There's a little caveat to it because my giveaways aren't going to be Mickey Mouse giveaways. They're going to be good giveaways that you guys are going to love, but it's going to require those loyal viewers and subscribers who watch the vlog in full to get the giveaway. So make sure you guys are watching all the vlogs from A to Z. And with that, you guys have a good day. We'll see you guys soon.